Hello, darling viewers. Welcome to another episode on Abovewhispers Conversations. My name is Kale, Nuka, your moderator as usual on the show. If you're here for the very first time, do join the family by clicking the subscribe button right now. And if you're already part of the family, thank you so much for always coming back and always sharing our videos. So I am not alone on set. As usual, I have the wonderful ladies of Abovewhispers with me today. Hello, ladies.
Hi, Kale. Hello, viewers. My name is Omolola.
Hi, everyone. My name is Morenikeji.
Hello, everyone. My name is Modupeoluwa.
Amazing. It's wonderful to have you all again on the show.
Wonderful to see you.
Yes, so today our topic is the dog trainers. This is an article from the collection of essays Where is Your Rapper, written by one of Africa's most vocal feminist activists and thinkers, Erelu Bisi-Fayemi. Let's dive into an excerpt so you can see what I mean. If that is the case, Ben is a Rottweiler.
So that makes every married woman a dog trainer? Seriously, where is it written that men should not take their wedding vows as seriously as women? How would Ben feel if Joke decides to date our boss at work?
Joke, that your boss is fine, and he has lots of money. Perhaps you should give Ben a dose of his own medicine.
Please stop putting ideas in the poor woman's head. Joke, please don't listen to them. Keep talking to your husband about how his actions hurt you. Stop giving yourself high blood pressure by going through his phones. He's an adult and is entitled to his privacy. Does he go through your own phone?
This is very revealing. Like, this is a topic that we need to talk about. I mean, men, it seems like they have removed that word commitment from their dictionary. It's not there at all. Because you see married men, they are married though, the ring is there, but they will still keep frolicking with many women. Why is that?
You know, I think our men learned from our mothers. It's about this African woman cycle, African mother cycle. You know, somehow our mothers have been able to subtly pass on some messages, even without verbalizing onto us that it is okay to manage, to tolerate. They say it is tolerance in their language. They tolerate domestic violence. They tolerate insults from in-laws. Their husbands come home very late. You can't question it. And they kind of like make the boys, and even we the girls, feel like it is okay. So our boys grow up to understand that, to think that it is okay to behave exactly like your father. And our girls are trained somehow to understand
and to accommodate
such behaviors. So it is kind of like a cycle. So now I have learned it as a girl. You kind of like pass it on to the children. True. That's a major problem we have.
And you know, another thing is this whole definition of what love is for women. You know, most women have been cultured to believe that when you love your man, you would accept every piece of shit that he throws at you. You have men that they cheat, like, you know, there are those that they will cheat and they will not let their wife know. There are those that
rub her face in
and they still come home with it, and the woman is supposed to accept it because she's a loving. You are taught advanced forgiveness. You are, you know, we have men that nothing but deadbeat fathers. You don't take your responsibilities at home. There are women that are the breadwinners of the home. Now, it may not be an issue for the woman, you know, if the woman is under ours and, you know, the man does not have so much. But you now have men that the woman is the one taking care of you, taking care of your family, taking care of your children, and all she gets in return, beaten, battered. You will still now cheat on her and expect that she should take it
things
now.
Are happening.
She should.
Things are happening.
See, all these things, I just see it as selfishness on the part of the men. The men are super selfish. That is it. And then somehow you look at it that, okay, it's not totally their fault, because just as Morenikeji said, there is a way that they have been brought up.
There's a culture.
The entitlement. You know that when someone that has this sense of entitlement does not care about the other person
at all.
It's a total selfish thing about the person. And then it's so bad that because they have grown up that way, they have been taught that way, that everybody has to cater to them and all of that. You find out that even in their dealings as a married person, the type of children, the number of children they should have, well, that one is even the women are taking it out of the men's hands
Gradually.
Look at birth control. It's as bad as that.
Yeah.
It has to be the woman that has to do birth
the
control.
contraception.
A woman can only give birth once in a year, but a man can father a gazillion children in a year. You understand? So that is one. Then look at so many things, like even as bad as a woman is at the point of delivery and she has to make a choice. She has to make a choice.
Or some choices.
No. All the women in my family, nobody gives birth by
You get Hebrew women.
Hello, Parkwell. Do you understand? So it's a selfish thing that is just being propagated, and it stems from this self-entitlement, the culture of raising the boys to be a certain way, and then the girls to accommodate it that way.
To come with the character.
I really like the fact that we are hitting the nail at this culture thing, because it's now ingrained in us that people just feel like men will cheat.
You have to accept it.
We've
like it's a norm.
Accepted it, and it should not be.
And you know what's annoying for me is that even in friendship, you owe each other some form of Morenikeji, not to backbite with another person. Do you understand? So why much more people that deep emotions? This is sexual relations involved. So many things involved. You have so many families,
children, and all of that.
And you know, one thing that I always wonder is if the woman does it,
the whole world
is against
everybody will hear.
Yeah,
she cannot.
But if it's her husband, she's supposed to
don't shake
understand.
this table.
Anyway, the man is entitled. To do everything, but the woman, she has to be well
Take shall accommodate everything.
We're done.
It's true. Marriage is a dual commitment. Like if you can't take it from the other party, why expect the other party to take it? It's a dual commitment, and we need to start putting it into our culture. This culture of commitment, we need to start embracing it. Like men need to know that it's not just about the money. That commitment is necessary. Is a must, in fact, and we need to start passing it on to our boys also. Final remarks from the ladies.
Men, please, our men need to learn to keep their homes. See, just like it has been said, there are two people coming in to make this thing work. Don't leave the responsibility of your home working to your wife only. Be faithful to your wife. Be loyal to your wife and to your children also. Be patient. Be available. Be present, because that one is very important. And be forgiving. See,
women,
be forgiving.
Good, we have talked. Women, let us learn to be self-dependent.
That's true.
Own your dependence. It is good. There are some decisions that as a couple you can take, fine. There are some decisions as you are a human being with
you should be able to.
You should be able to reach some decisions. Then own your emotional intelligence. Women, that one, we are on this table. My gender is on this table. We are solidly. Own your emotional intelligence. A man decides to just misbehave and all of that, and then you begin to lose guard. You are an emotional wreck. Your health is a mess and all of that. Own your emotional intelligence, please.
You know, I'll be talking to our elders and our religious leaders. We have had enough of talking to our girls, and we should understand that in the process of counseling, especially marriage counseling, let's talk more to the boys about how they can be better husbands. We have had enough people, even from childhood, people talk to girls on how to become good wives. Let's talk more to the boys, and let's remember that counseling does not start on the wedding day. It should be done. So our elders, our fathers, especially father figures, please, let's tell our boys the right things to do. Just put your daughter in the shoes of that woman. Please, let us learn to counsel these boys ahead of time to be better husbands.
The issue of commitment in marriage is not something we can even finish in a day, because there are so many scenarios, so many ways that this thing comes, right? But the point is this: there is a lot more than bringing money to the table. That commitment is necessary, and we must ensure that our men begin to culture that, right? So thank you so much for staying tuned till the end of this episode. I know that you have a lot of stories, you have a lot of experiences that you have had. Please share them in the comment section. We'll be there to reply you and to also engage with you. Please follow us on all our social media platforms, and till we come your way again, we say bye.